Oh, huh? What did I miss? Oh, sorry, I just took a nap for 30 years so that I could... Oh. Well, looks like shit's going down again. Better shower and get ready for the Sith. Well, it's been a while since I've done a Star Wars episode, so I'm not gonna do one. I'm gonna go back and take a nap. What? I can't nap at a time of importance? Fine. This episode I'm going to be covering 3 topics because I'm efficient and stuff like that. But I'll be talking about what's going on in Star Wars Rebels, the new title for Star Wars Episode 7, and potentially how some of the casting in Episode 7 might reflect Star Wars Rebels and recent news. So here we go. So after the premiere episode of Rebels, it's had various ups and downs with regards to the characters and the episodes. Some of the episodes are great. Some are not so great. For the most part, the episodes follow this formula. The group tries to screw over the Empire. Ezra has some guff with one of the crew members. Ezra discovers something about the Force, and he throws some quippy lines, and Kanan tries to be an overprotective parent. Oh, and occasionally we get some awesome intervention by the Inquisitor. Best episode by far this season is Rise of the Old Masters because it serves as a strong and dark intro to the character of the Inquisitor, in addition to showing how mature the show is really willing to go. Using the remains of a dead Jedi to lure other Jedi into a death trap? That's pretty goddamn dark. The concept behind the Inquisitor is additionally intriguing and scary because he's a Jedi hunter, which is to say he spent most of his life studying the lore, the fighting styles, and the various masters behind the Jedi Order. The way he essentially makes a punk out of Kanan by saying, hey, I've studied your master's teachings, so have fun with that, gives him a lot more credibility to how intelligent and ruthless the guy is. Also, being voiced by Jason Isaacs is always a plus. So my overall summary for at least this part of the season for Star Wars Rebels is a B+. It's pretty good, but it's stopping itself from being great because they think that rehashing everything about the first episode is the best formula. So we have a subtitle for episode 7, and it's called The Force Took a Nap. Wait, that's not the title? What was it then? The Force rises from bed, the Force awakes from sleep. Oh, The Force Awakens. I knew it had something to do with napping. Despite all that, it's still a better title than The Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. Now, will the Force be awakening from a nap? Probably not. But I'd pay good money to see a movie like that. We do have to consider that by the end of Return of the Jedi, there was only one Force user in the galaxy. Leia didn't really count at that point. So perhaps that balancing the Force out ended up weakening it, which in turn makes it difficult for Force users to draw upon it, and then that could in turn send Luke down the path of the exile. Then the Force awakens from its so-called hibernation to give strength to all the Force users in the galaxy, which would include the new era of Jedi and the new era of the Sith. The title could mean anything. And we as fans should be goddamn grateful that we're getting another Star Wars film, because we certainly wouldn't have got it if George Lucas held on to the franchise. So let's all sit the down and shut the up. Lastly, after seeing more of Rebels and hearing Disney reiterate how Rebels is an essential link to The Force Awakens and the rest of the franchise, I'm making connections in my head with regards to casting because, you know, I'm original like that. I'm willing to bet good money that Ezra will be featured as one of the supporting characters in The Force Awakens. But he will definitely be a bit older because, you know, it is 30 years in the future, so he'll be more mature, and it will be interesting to see whether he'll be a Jedi or not. But I'm also willing to bet that either Adam Driver or Oscar Isaac could play older versions of Ezra because they kind of fit his profile. If they have the long nappy hair, they have a little bit of tanner skin, maybe not Adam Driver, but they fit the profile of what I would see as an older version of Ezra. I have a feeling that Kanan won't be in Episode 7 because it's sad for me to say this, but I have the feeling that Kanan's not going to make it past Season 2 of Star Wars Rebels. Because if they're going to follow the usual Star Wars formula, the mentor figure normally dies. Granted, he is a very young mentor figure, but that does not exclude him from being the mentor figure. and the mentor figure has to die in order for the hero to move on. Side note, wouldn't it be crazy if Ezra was secretly the villain for episode 7? Because mind blown if he ends up following the Inquisitor rather than following Kanan by the end of the series. Hey internet, thanks for watching, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. Also, did you check out these videos? Or these videos? Some of these videos are fun, some of them are even more fun, so be sure to check them out.